see the camera? Say hi to the camera. No, you're sniffing my bottle. Don't do that. Say hi. Say hi. Say hi to the people. No? He just cares about the bottle. Child.
What up, baby?
Hey! Hey! How y'all doing?
So, it's been a while. I know. So I can explain. I think the last time we saw each other was for Vlogmas. After that, I mean, Fred moved in, you know, like, I didn't have a filming room. We're just coming together. I will have a background. School, I changed schools. That was a process. Only today was it sorted out. So a lot has been happening, but I missed you guys and I'm back. So today we're gonna be tackling our inner demons. I know, I'm back with a bang, okay? Like, period. So, before we start with the tarot readings, I just want to let you know that if you do want a private personal reading from me where you can ask me whatever questions that you have about love, career, finances, all that jazz, there will be a link in the description. I do personal private, yes. Well, yeah, I do private tarot readings on Fiverr. If you want to check it out, you can look for Miss Purple V on Fiverr.com and you'll find me there. So, yes, the girl is doing her thing. If you want to support me and get a tarot reading for an affordable price, you can check me out on Fiverr. Okay, so how this video is going to work is that I'm going to put up 3 things on the screen, 3 pictures on the screen. Look at the pictures that you like and pick the one that you are most drawn to. If you need time to meditate or I don't even know, but use a random number picker to decide what group is for you, you go ahead and do that. You can pause the video, and then once you've done that, you can jump to the timestamps. Wow, it'd be nice if I could speak English. You can use the timestamps down below to jump to your group, and that will be your reading. So as these readings go, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If something doesn't resonate with you at all, don't freak out, okay? Take what you feel is talking about you, okay? So without further ado, let's get into my first tarot video since God knows when. If you are here, it's because you are group number 1. So we're basically going to be working through your inner demons today. Sounds more intense than it is, but you'll be fine. You'll be fine. Okay, so we're going to start with what is the darkest aspect of yourself. I am referencing on my computer the spread because I have a terrible memory, so don't mind me. Okay, so darkest aspect, we have the Queen of Cups. Okay, the Queen of Cups usually has to do with your emotions, and normally you have like a great balance between your heart and your mind. Like you're really good and in tune with your emotions, and you always take other people's emotions into consideration. Like that's normally how you are, but since it's coming up as the dark aspect of yourself, I'm getting the feeling that that is not happening lately. Normally you're so in tune with your emotions, and lately it's just not happening that way. Like you are treating everyone else so, how can I say, you are being so mindful and kind and considerate to other people, but you're not doing that with yourself. And that's a problem. That's becoming a very dark aspect within yourself lately. You're normally someone who's just a really big dreamer. You're in tune with your emotions, your intuition, you're very creative, and lately that's not happening. Just it's almost like everything is flipped on its head, if that makes sense. So that's what we've got for the darkest aspect of yourself. So now moving on to what is the area of your life that is mostly affected lately. We have the Knight of Wands reversed. Okay, so I'm getting that, like, in your life everything feels like it's going really slow. Like, you're just not having it. You're just like, why is nothing going my way? Like, everything is just delayed. Like, if you're waiting for news, it's delayed. If you're trying to achieve a goal, it's taking much longer than you expected. Like, everything is just happening way too damn slow for your liking, basically. So you're just feeling like you're kind of stuck. You're kind of stuck, and it's kind of like making you lose ambition. You're losing momentum, motivation. You're feeling just really like stuck in the mud, and you're just like, I am not having it. With the Knight of Wands reversed, and I feel like that does have to do with the fact that you're not being mindful to yourself. I feel like you're making a lot of plans. I'm getting that some of you are planning to travel. Some of you have traveling plans, but because you're so busy taking care of everyone else and not yourself, like, everything else in your life is now delayed. You know, I mean, it's logical when you think about it like this, because if you don't pay attention to an aspect of your life, it's gonna fall behind. So I feel like that's what's happening right now, especially with the fact that you're just like not taking care of yourself. You're not making yourself a priority, is what I'm getting. You don't have desire to pay attention to yourself lately. Like, you're focused on everyone except you. So let's go ahead and look into your inner demons, and I feel like this might tell us why you're in this position right now. So for your inner demons, we have the Hierophant. I don't know how to pronounce this, but this is my least favorite card. Okay, this is my least favorite card. Because this card has to do with sticking to traditions, like playing by the rules, doing everything how you were traditionally supposed to. And because, ooh, okay, she fell out of my hands. I think it's because I said I don't like this card, but anyways, yeah, so as you can see, this person is like a priest. This is a priest, and normally when you think of priest, you think of religion, but you also think of, you know, following a set of rules and doing things very traditionally and so on and so forth. So I feel like your inner demons are constantly, it has to do with constantly trying to do things the right way, the traditional way, the way everyone is doing it. And maybe that's just not for you. Maybe you're like me and you're like, actually, fuck normality, fuck the rules. Fuck doing everything how everyone else is doing it. I want to do it my own way. But because of your circumstances right now, you're kind of giving in to those inner thoughts. Like, you're giving in to this little inner demon that's telling you, like, do everything traditionally and all of that. And that's maybe why with the Queen of Cups that you're not even like considering yourself, you know, and that's causing you to have like really delayed plans. It's affecting your life. Everything is slow, everything is delayed, cancelled, all of that, because you're letting your inner demons win with the little voices in your head. So now that we've got that with these three cards, let's talk about what you can do to understand your situation or accept it or heal from your situation. So for that, we have the Three of Swords. Now, the Three of Swords is a scary card to get. Normally, if it has to do with relationships, it does talk about betrayal or breaking up, just heartbreak in general. Maybe you're feeling really sad, you're feeling really down, just emotionally and mentally, you're just not within. Because if you look at this card, it's a heart with three swords literally shoved into it. How friggin' violent is that? But you need to understand your feelings. understand how you're feeling and why you're feeling that way. The only way to really understand yourself and why you're not putting yourself first is to look into what is it that has broken your heart, maybe in the past or recently, that you haven't really been paying attention to. Do you know what I mean? Maybe there was something that happened and you didn't process it properly, and because of that you just mentally can't bring yourself to take care of yourself, and you're like, you know what, I just want to stick to the rules right now because I'm so tired and this event really shook me, and you're feeling really down about it, which is okay. We all go through that, but at some point we do have to face what we've been through and we have to deal with it. That's the only way we can move forward in life, right? This card, it does indicate that some of you are not okay emotionally right now, especially with the Queen of Cups. And you need to process your feelings. That's what I'm getting. You need to process your feelings. You need to grieve whatever has happened. Otherwise, you're not going to move past this stage of just feeling stuck and just static. That word came to my mind. I don't know. I don't know, that word came to me. You need to let go of what has happened. Obviously, easier said than done. Trust me, I know. However, if you just ignore your feelings, trust me, they're gonna manifest, and it's gonna get ugly, and it's not gonna get better. So, yeah, I'm sorry, babies. I'm sorry, but we do talk about how to overcome, and we have the Knight of Swords. So, how do you overcome this? You literally need to just seize the moment. Once you have gone through the process of dealing with your emotions and your inner demons, with following tradition and regaining who you are at your core, you're gonna feel like, okay, actually, I need to just say fuck it and do it, you know, seize the moment. Like, opportunities are gonna come your way and you need to not think about it. Don't think about others. Put yourself first and just go for it, especially if it feels right to you in your gut. If your intuition is telling you that this might be for me, then yes, freaking go for it. So, advice that Spirit has for you with your situation right now, we have the Three of Wands. We do have a lot of wands going on. We have swords going on. I'll get into that, but three of Wands, and this is just a reminder that as much as you're going to be seizing the moment right now, you're going to feel really confident and like, ooh, you know, like you've gone past the grieving process and you said fuck it to the rules and doing things how everyone else is doing and not being afraid to stand out, putting yourself first. After you've done all of that heavy work, it's just a reminder to make sure you still plan. Don't just like do everything on a whim. Plan, okay? Plan your future and work hard on your goals. Take opportunities that feel right to you. Obviously, seize the moment once you start to feel better, because once you get yourself into that momentum, no one can stop you, baby. No one can stop you. But just a reminder to make sure you plan. Okay, don't do things recklessly, but also don't give up on your dreams. Like, don't give up. Once you start a momentum, make sure you plan. Make sure you put procedures in place. Make sure you know what you're doing and where you're going. And just don't give up. You will get to where you need to be, okay? So I'm looking at these cards, and we have two knights, we have 2 3 cards, and we have 2 wands. So the numbers 3. I'm laughing because I remembered my friends telling me about someone we went to high school with who doesn't believe in angel numbers. It's so freaking funny, bro. That's so funny. Anywho, ciao. Because you got the number 33 in this reading, it's an angel number indicating that anything is possible. So you might be feeling right now like, oh damn, how am I going to do everything that she said? It's just a reminder that everything is possible. If you see the numbers 33 or 333, that is your indication that your angels, your spirit guides, whatever you believe in, are there with you and they are supporting you. So period. The 2 knights do indicate that you will bump into old friends during your journey, and this is going to be good for you. This is going to be good for you, and they might be the ones to bring the opportunity to you, or they might be the ones to help you through this mental battle that you've got going on right now. And the swords just really solidify the fact that this is more of a mental battle for you. But yeah, you will definitely be bumping into old friends, and this I sense will be a good thing for you. Look out for the numbers 333 if you have been seeing them, and that's a very strong indication that this message was for you. And yeah, I hope you guys get through whatever you're going through. If you need more guidance, just hit me up on Fiverr. Okay, I offer affordable tarot readings, $5. For my South African babies, I'm pretty sure that's 90 something rand. They start at that price, so you girl, I got you. Okay, period. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Don't forget to check out my Fiverr. Follow me on TikTok and Instagram at thatpurplevixen. And yeah, I have a lot of videos planned, and another thing planned that I will announce when I'm ready. But another thing planned, it's completely out of pocket, but you know, it's out of nowhere. Anywho, let me go, child. I love you. I'm glad to be back. I missed you, okay? And expect some vlogs, more tarot videos, and a little surprise hopefully by the end of this month. Okay, bye. If you picked this image, then that means you are group number 2, and this is your reading with dealing with your inner demons. So we're gonna go off on a tarot spread that I found on Pinterest, okay? And I am referencing it because I have a very bad memory, but I've got my things in order, don't worry. Got the cards here, got my notes, got all this, so I got you. So we're gonna start with going into what is the dark aspect of yourself, and we're gonna get into that. And then we will go into area of your life that's been affected. We'll be looking at your inner demons. We'll be looking at any advice, how spirit is suggesting that you understand your situation, heal, accept it, you know, and how to overcome it. So I'm not just gonna call you out and snatch your wig, okay? I am going to give you the steps, okay? The steps will be here. So group number 2. With the dark aspect of yourself, you actually got 2 cards, which I found very interesting. So we have the Death card, and we have the 6 of Swords reversed. Now this was very interesting to me, okay, because the 6 of Swords normally has to do with leaving something that doesn't serve you anymore, right? But because it is reversed, it is telling me that you are in a very difficult mental state right now. Because Swords has to do with your mind and mental related things. I should do more videos because I need to speak English. But anyways, so I feel like you're having trouble. You're having trouble with something mentally. You're struggling mentally right now. And normally because this card has to do with leaving things that no longer serve you, I feel like there's something that you know you need to leave behind, but you're resisting. Like there's a mental challenge there with leaving this thing that doesn't serve you anymore. However, the Death card is showing me that you actually know that leaving this thing will bring a positive change to your life. Like it's kind of like the death of this aspect in your life is a bit scary, because you think about something dying, you're like, oh my god. And when I say dying, I don't mean a person, a thing, or anyone in your life. I'm talking about just change, right? So you know that letting go of this thing is scary, and it's hard, and it's making it difficult. Like mentally you can't get past the fact that you're not going to have this thing in your life anymore. However, the Death card is telling me that you need to let it go, let it die, and trust me, beautiful things are gonna happen. So that's a really dark thing in your mind, in your life right now. Like it's just weighing heavy on you, this certain situation. So let's see what area of your life is mostly affected by this aspect. So we have the Ace of Wands. Okay, we have the Ace of Wands. So the area of your life that's most affected, I feel like it has to do with something. I want to say creative. Creative is coming to me, but something that you're passionate about. Your passions are being affected. You have a lot of new beginnings and opportunities being presented to you, but they're being affected by your inability to let go of this thing. I am feeling that you can't fully embrace your new beginning unless you let go of what you're refusing to let go of, for lack of a better term. So you're struggling to regain your passion because you can see that the opportunities are there, but because of this mental block and this inability to let go of that certain thing, you're slowly losing your passion for whatever it is. And this opportunity that's being presented to you, it's making it a bit difficult. You're a little bit stuck between a rock and a hard place, I feel like. So let's look into your inner demons and see what they are and how they could be contributing to this situation. So for that, we have the King of Cups. So normally with the King of Cups, it means that you have a great balance between your heart and your mind. Okay. Emotionally, I feel like you're not having that balance right now, because if it's an inner demon, I am sensing that this isn't the case right now. You're in your head a bit too much. Like I said, with the Six of Swords reversed, you are in your head a bit too much. And it's stopping you from embracing this change and letting go of whatever it is that you're letting go. And that in turn is actually just stopping you from seizing this opportunity that's in front of you. So you're in your head too much and your emotions are all over the place. I'm sorry to snatch your wig, but she's in my hands right now with this card. I'm so sorry. But don't worry, because I have got you. Okay? I've got you. So how can you understand your situation right now or accept what's going on, especially the acceptance? Like, how can you accept that you need to let go of this thing and it's going to bring you great change? How can you finally get into that mental stage of acceptance, right? Because I feel like you might be stuck in, the cycle of grief. You might be stuck in the denial. Do you know what I mean? You might be stuck in the denial and you need to get past that phase so you can eventually get to acceptance. I hope I'm making sense. So for that, we've got the Five of Wands. As you can see, they be fighting. Okay, they be throwing hands. Okay, they be throwing hands, and this is telling me you're fighting too much with your heart. You're fighting too much with your heart, and I feel like this just confirms the King of Cups and the Six of Swords, because you normally are very balanced with your mind and your heart, but your mind is fighting with your heart a bit too much. They're battling. You are being a little bit irrational and you're causing a lot of conflict within yourself. So you need to understand that you're making yourself your own enemy by literally fighting. You are fighting your heart and mind. Like, your heart and mind are fighting way too much and you're making it worse for yourself. I hope that makes sense. Okay, so how can you overcome this, right? For that, we've got the Sun. So this is about to sound real fucking like, oh my gosh, really? And the cards say it, not me. But you need to be more positive. You need to try and have a more positive outlook in your current situation and this thing that you need to let go of. You need to see the brighter side. You need to see the light at the end of the tunnel, because if you don't, you're going to be stuck in this circle of not dealing with your emotions, having great opportunities come your way, but you can't take them because you're stuck you're stuck in this place where you're just like, oh my god, I can't let go of this thing, and your heart might be telling you, yeah, you hold on, and your mind is like, no, I need to let go. Or you know, you're having a constant battle within yourself and it's not doing you any good. You need to accept that this change is for the better. It is for the better. Like, this card brings positive vibes, bro. Like, positive vibes. So, any advice that your spirit guides are giving you, we have the Eight of Cups, and Cups has to do with emotions in your heart. And this is a message to your heartki, your little heart, saying that you need to walk away from what isn't serving you. This is the biggest screamer of, hello, you have to accept that this is not serving you anymore and you need to let go, you know? So yeah, let me see if there are any corresponding thingies, any repetition of thingies. I'm seeing a lot of blue. I'm seeing a lot of blue colors, and blue normally has to do with intuition. So you might need to pay more attention to your intuition without letting your heart run rampant. You know what I mean? Again, you need to have a balance between your heart and your mind. There were 2 wand cards, and normally this means that this is going to be a Wands has to do with fire, so you may be a fire sign, sun, moon, and rising, or it could mean that these opportunities coming to you are going to come very quickly after you decide to let go of these things that are no longer serving you. Yeah, I hope all of that made sense. Okay, group number 2, that is your reading on facing your inner demons. I hope you enjoyed. If you feel like you need more guidance or you just have some more questions, feel free to contact me on Fiverr and get a private reading, and you can ask more specific questions and I will more than happily answer them for you, okay? So yeah, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram and TikTok at thatpurplevixen. And yeah, I will see you guys in my next video. I have more vlogs planned. There will be more tarot videos coming, and I have a little side project that I'm working on, and hopefully by the end of this month it'll be out. I'm very excited. It is a little bit out of left field, but you know, who doesn't have a cute surprise? Do you know what I mean? But anywho, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next week. Mwah. Alright, if you picked this image, then you are group number 3, and this reading is for you. So we're going to be going through your inner demons. So let me just give you a little rundown. I am referring to my computer for the tarot spread that I am using. It is on Pinterest. It is linked down below in my description if you would like to do this for yourself at home. So yeah, if you see me looking this way, I'm looking at my computer referencing, but I'm a prepared hun either way. So we're gonna go through the darkest aspect of your life right now. What part of your life, what area of your life is most affected? What are your inner demons currently? How can you understand your situation or accept what's going on or heal from it? How you can overcome what's going on, and some more advice that your spirit guides have for you, okay? So let's start with the darkest aspect of yourself, and for that we have the Queen of Wands reversed, okay? The Queen of the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords reversed. So the Queen of Swords reversed normally has an underlying theme of you haven't learned from your past. There's something in your past that you have not learned from. Your karmic lessons have not been learned. And what the universe does is that if you don't learn your lesson about something, they'll just keep bringing the same thing to you over and over, bigger and bigger, louder and louder, until you learn your lesson. Kind of sucks, a little bit of tough love, but I mean, it is what it is, bro. Like, it is what it is. So there's something you haven't learned from your past and it's bringing you down. Swords usually have to do with mental aspects. Every group has had like a theme of mental aspects going on, so that's very interesting. I guess we're all a little bit feeling weird with the new Saturn and Pisces situation, if I got that correct, child. Any hoodle. So yeah, that is the darkest aspect of your life right now, is that you are not learning from your past. Whether it's your mistakes or things that have happened, you have not learned, and it's kind of it's a bit rough, isn't it? So let's see what area of your life is mostly affected. So for that, we have the Two of Wands. Now, Two of Wands usually has to do with you having two choices. So I feel like you guys are stuck between two choices, and because, how can I put this? Because you haven't learned from your past mistakes, that is hindering you from making a decision, from choosing one side from another. And you need to make a choice. The universe is calling to you to make a choice, but you need to keep in mind that the grass isn't always greener on the other side. And I feel like these two cards are telling you that learn from your past mistakes, learn from it, grow from it, and use what you have learned to make an informed decision. Some of you might be considering traveling, moving to another city, another country or something, but it's definitely hinting at you've got two choices that are kind of like tearing you from one side to another, and because you haven't learned from your past mistakes, you can't make up your mind. So that's the themes that we've got going on so far. So let's look at your inner demons and see what's going on there. So for your inner demons, you actually got two cards, a lot of twos going on. So if you see 222, a lot of twos anywhere, like on the time, number plates, anywhere, then that's how you know that this message is strongly for you. If you have been seeing this, or if you do see this afterwards, it is more of a reminder of this message, okay? So for your inner demons that you're dealing with right now, we have the Ace of Wands and we have the Two of Cups. Again, another two. So strong 222 situation. Usually twos have to do with reflection, which it makes a lot of sense because you haven't really reflected on your past mistakes. So if you're seeing lots of two numbers, it's because you still need to reflect, have some insight with what's going on. It could be, because this card has to do with partnerships, it could be that you have a relationship, a partnership of some sort, a relationship with another person that has to do with what's going on. I'm guessing you might have to be choosing between this person and something else, this person and traveling. If it resonates, it might not be all of you, but that's what I'm feeling right now. That's what I'm getting from these cards. But yeah. So with the Two of Cups and the Ace of Wands, you're normally someone who goes for what you want, but there's something in your life that you want. It's either a person or a partnership, like I said before. You're holding yourself back from pursuing something with them, and I feel like it's because you haven't learned from your past. This might actually be romantic. It might be romantic, could be a friendship, but I'm getting that it's a romantic thing. Maybe you actually have to make a decision between two people. We've all been in that situation where there's two people in your life and you have to make a choice, but for some reason you can't let go of one person. even though they represent a lot of things in your past that were not good for you. So I'm getting a lot of you need to learn so you can make a choice that's better for you. You know what I mean? Sometimes we try and stick to what we know because we're scared of the unknown. But I'm getting that this is not that situation. You don't always have to stick to what you know. You know what I mean? Learn from your mistakes so you can make a good choice. Because the Ace of Wands has to do with a lot of passion. There's a lot of passion going on. That's why I feel like it might be a bit of a romantic reading. You feel a lot of like fieriness with this person. They bring a lot of like just fire and passion and excitement, and this opportunity came really quickly. Like you didn't think that this was gonna happen, and now because you're like, ooh, you know, this person is like having you so shocked with their passion and fire and zest. They might be a fire sign, so Leo, Aries, and Sagittarius. I always forget the third one, but it could be a fire sign in the big three or in the Mercury. Check that out. Because they're so fucking spicy, for lack of a better term, it kind of freaked you out a little, and you are like, damn, like I'm usually someone who just goes for what I want. I'm never just like, you know, in such shock that I hold myself back, you know, and that is like your inner demon right now. Like you are being your own inner demon, you're holding yourself back, and it's having you stuck. It's having you stuck. I feel like you want to pursue this new exciting thing, but something or someone else is keeping you back. You're getting a lot of twos. Twos can also be partnerships, relationships, but also self-reflection. I feel like you need to reflect on something. You know what I'm talking about. It is coming to you. You need to really learn from your past so you can be your genuine self. Actually, now that we're talking about that, the next card talks about how to understand your situation or accept or heal from what's going on. And for that, you guys have the Page of Cups. Now, whenever we have a page is usually a young person or a child. So usually, pages have to do with looking into your inner child or not taking things so seriously. You need to look into your inner child. Cups is a card of emotions. It has to do with your emotions, your intuition. So take a look into your inner child and look at what's going on there. Who is your inner child? How would they deal with tough situations? Like when you look at children, like honestly, they don't take things seriously, you know? They don't take things seriously, and they have fun, and they're not self-conscious, you know? I feel like you're being a little bit self-conscious because of what happened to you in the past, and you're holding on to that, and that's why you can't like move on. And this new person has you like, it has you excited because they're kind of igniting that little inner child in you that wouldn't care and like would just have fun and not take things seriously. And I feel like that's a little bit scary for you. I do feel like it's a little bit scary for you, and you don't know how to deal with these emotions. So the cards are suggesting that you look into your inner child and try and play into that. Like, try and be your younger self who wouldn't care and not take things so seriously. And it'll help you with making this decision with the Two of Wands. Like, the fact that there's 2 Wand cards and 2 Cup cards is really emphasizing that this is if you've been seeing 2 2s, or if it's a relationship, partnership type of situation, then this is definitely for you. Because Wands have a lot to do with fire and passion, and Cups have to do with emotions and stuff. So this person, they give you like a fucking zoo in your stomach. Forget butterflies, a whole ass zoo, and it's freaking you out because you haven't taken the time to learn from your past mistakes in previous relationships. And you feel like you have to make a decision between staying in your old ways or pursuing this thing that is really exciting. And the fear of unknown is freaking you out a little bit. The cards are telling you to whoop your butt into shape. Whip your booty into shape, okay? So how do you do that? For that, you guys got the Strength card in reverse. You have the strength to do this. You have the potential. You're just choosing not to use it. You need to let go of the fear and the anxiety that you're getting from this. I am hearing that some of you have some sort of relationship anxiety. And because this new person is in your life, it's kind of like, ooh, they excite me, but I'm scared. They excite me, but I'm scared. But whatever situation you're dealing with right now, you need to tap into your inner strength. Okay, because this card, literally, if you look at it upright, this person is opening the mouth of a lion. You know when you have a dog and they be chewing something they're not supposed to, and you're like, what are you chewing? And they just chew faster. And you're gonna go and pry their mouths open. Yeah. That's another level of strength, number one. Number two, courage. So because it's reversed, you're not tapping into that. You're just not. For those of you who are hearing the relationship aspect of this and you're like, that doesn't resonate, it could just be there is something in your life that is new. It's a new opportunity, and it's kind of igniting something in you, both passion-wise and emotionally, but you're feeling a little bit held back because of something similar that might have happened in your life that is causing you to like be very extra cautious. But you're feeling the pressure because you have to make the decision now. One thing about Wands cards means that it's happening quickly. You know, fire burns quickly, it ignites quickly. You know, wands have to do with fire. So it's happening really quickly, and it's causing you to have a lot of anxiety. And let me tell you, the cards are telling you to let go of that. Power through it. Easier said than done. I struggle with anxiety, and I know that that's freaking difficult. So this card is just emphasizing that, hey, you need to just close your eyes and do it. Like, what else are we supposed to do? Tap into your inner strength. Use your strength to power through your anxiety. I am someone who has done that many times. There were many situations where my anxiety would have crippled me, but because I'm such a strong person, I didn't allow it to do that in that situation. That doesn't mean it was easy. That doesn't mean I wasn't anxious. It just meant that I decided to focus on my strength and let my strength get me through the situation, then let my anxiety take over, if that makes sense. Talking about anxiety, the last card, which has to do with advice from spirit, is the moon. So the moon card normally has to do with anxieties and like paying attention to your intuition. Understand that one of these two choices that you are facing with the Two of Wands are not what they are appearing to be. That's why you need to look back to what you had been through in the past and do some introspection. You really need to understand what's going on, because with the Two of Wands and the moon together is really telling you that the grass is not greener on the other side. The grass is not green on the other side, and you might think you want something, but it's actually not what you want. You need to listen to your gut. What is your gut telling you? The moon card and stuff usually has to do with anxiety, like I said before. So with the strength card, you really have to look into what is making you anxious and tap into your inner strength to power through that, because you might be looking at an option that feels familiar, but since you haven't learned from your past mistakes and you're kind of like ignoring that aspect of yourself, it might look like this certain option, which you know you've done before, is better than doing something new and exciting and that brings out your inner child. Trust me, the grass is not green on the other side. So be very careful. Be very careful with the decision that you make. Do the inner work. Do the inner work and do the shadow work. So yeah, we have a lot of twos, like I said. So again, look out for 2 2 2s. or just 2-2. If things are coming to you in pairs, then that's a very strong indicator that you need to pay attention to the advice given in this message. So that is all I have for you, group number 3. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe. If you have questions on this reading and you would like me to answer more in-depth, more detailed personal questions, you can find me on Fiverr, Miss Purple V. It's linked down below in the description. And yeah, I will see you guys in my next video. Follow me on Instagram and TikTok. It's That Purple Vixen for both of them. And subscribe. I will be posting more tarot videos. I love doing this. It makes me so happy. And I will be posting some vlogs, more witchy content, and I have a project that I am working on currently that I hopefully will be showing you guys by the end of this month. But it's a little bit not what you expect if you don't know me personally. But what a better way to get to know me than what I'm about to show you in this month. But yeah, I'm done rambling, child. Anywho, have a good day. You know, cleanse your auras, align your chakras, meditate. Okay. If you need me, you can find me on Fiverr or Instagram or TikTok. Bye.